Welcome back. David Heurtel in for Elias. As promised, fresh off his announcement this morning in Quebec City, the latest candidate to jump in the fray for the leadership of the Quebec Liberal Party, Denis Coderre, is on the line. Denis, how did it go this morning?
Is that the famous David Heurtel?
Well,
You create
it's
a monster,
nothing
brother.
compared to the famous Denis Coderre. No, I remember we started the conversation.
No, you started. Exactly.
We started the conversation in January.
There's the time, to stop the striptease. I didn't have any more clothing to get rid of.
Okay, so...
but listen, it's a great day.
Yeah.
I had more than 20 organizers around me.
Mm-hmm.
My chief organizer is Christian Terrien from Bellechasse, and he's amazing. He's been in politics like me for decades. And at the end of the day, we're saying that the time has come to be respectful, and Quebecer is a Quebecer is a Quebecer. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm nationalist. I don't have any problem to pull the sheet to us, but I hate all that identity nationalism. And it's about time that we stop the scapegoat and saying that it's somebody else's fault. Time to take the heat and assume your own leadership.
All right. So a lot of people in the English-speaking community in Quebec were taken aback by your positions since January on 96, on 21, that story about, going into a store and leaving a store if you weren't spoken to in French. I don't want to go back into the specifics of this, but a lot of people this morning on the show, I asked what do you think about Denis Coderre's candidacy, and a lot of people are still anxious about your positions on 96 and 21. What do you have to say to them?
The reality, David, is that I learned from a great guy that if you seek popularity, you'll never be respected. If you seek respect, you might become popular. Now, respect demands respect. I always said that respect me for who I am, and I'll do the same. People knows where I'm coming from. I've been, it's like immigration. I've been Minister of Immigration like you,
Mm-hmm.
and there's some people who talk about it, and most of the people who are talking right now don't know what the hell they're talking about. So I'm saying this. Listen, I'm a Catholic practicant. I've done Compostelle on my own for religious purpose. But in the 60s, we believed in a laic state, meaning that I have no problem with the notwithstanding clause from a former Péquiste because it just proved that we're part of the Constitution. If it wasn't part of the Constitution, why do we have it? And secondly, Bill 96, I have issue with it. In due time, we'll think about it, but I'm fed up to take Quebecers and the people we call allophone for granted and saying that we just like you during election.
Okay.
People knows where I'm coming from. I call a spade a spade.
All right.
And I will be there for them, but everybody needs to stick together. But I will, despite any kind of identity nationalism.
Okay. You did mention that you made your announcement surrounded by organizers and supporters in front of the National Assembly this morning. Do you have anybody from the English-speaking community in your team?
I will. It's not everybody who was there. I didn't have money for a background, so I took the National Assembly. As you notice, we have the Canadian and the Quebec flag. Mm-hmm. So I don't need to put my face on the dollar bill, and I already have a country.
But that's not my question. I'm just thinking in your organization, in your inner circle.
I said yes at the beginning, David.
You will have somebody.
Who says I don't have it?
No, I'm asking you.
But it's not everybody who can't come to Montreal, to Quebec City from Montreal.
Okay, so can you name them? Can you?
Nope.
Okay, not yet.
Eventually.
Okay, eventually.
One news per press conference.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. My next question is about the key issues for Quebecers right now. Let's take the economy and housing. Where are you on that?
Well, I believe that some Péquistes are too provincialists and don't have any respect for the municipal people. I believe that the municipality is not a provincial creature. It is a government of proximity, meaning that you have enough money for housing, but if it takes 4 years to have a construction permit and you consider all the real estate people like a gang of crooks, of course, nothing will happen. So you can have all the press conference with number that you want, but the reality is that there's economically, the price will go more capacities, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to make sure that municipalities, not only that what we call lieu tax, the property tax that the government of Quebec owns to municipalities should pay it, like schools, hospital, and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
And secondly, municipalities, instead of using that bill M30, it's like the cartoon, as they do Cerveau d'Astérix when you have the full house with the permit A38. So municipalities will be able to go directly to the federal level to ask for subsidy.
Okay. I got to go on to a next topic, healthcare. I mean, what would you do? What are you proposing?
Well, instead of building many hospitals for elders, first of all, start to respect our elders. And secondly, why don't we have CLSC open 24 hours a day? What we need to do is Quebec is not just Montreal or Quebec City area. It's also the region. So if we respect the specificity of every region, it's like the field of dreams. If you build it, they will come.
On immigration, foreign temporary workers, temporary immigration, where do you stand?
Well, I believe in immigration because I was one of them.
Mm-hmm.
I said that the problem with this government is for 6 years, they don't know what the hell they're talking about because they didn't read the agreement. On Article 22B, it's clear that for temporary workers, you cannot get in Quebec without the consent of the government of Quebec. And it's not my fault if they send 21,000 too many selection certificates of Quebec. I can give help to the government of Canada in due course if they don't do their job properly. But don't wish to reopen that agreement because other provinces want it badly. It's the best agreement ever signed from the Montreal government and through federalism.
But right now, I agree with you. But right now, we have 190,000 asylum seekers, or roughly that, in Quebec, 470,000.
Well, first of all,
do we have too many?
No,
what would you do?
No.
What would you do?
Don't mix refugees and temporary workers. This is two different types.
Okay. So do we need to reduce temporary immigration, keep it as is,
we need to have
increase?
the necessary numbers. We cannot say, and you know as well as me, that I can guess busy.
Mm-hmm.
They were giving hell because of the lobster workers,
mm-hmm.
and they said we have too many temporary workers. The minister lowered the numbers, and then they were complaining because we don't have enough workers. Like, guys, wake up. It's about time to know what you're talking about first. So explain to me why we gave $230 million from that agreement to temporate the budget of education instead of focus on integration and on governance.
Yeah. Okay. Moving on now to public safety, more specifically, the protester camp at McGill. Premier Legault. But let me finish. Premier Legault said a few weeks ago he came out publicly saying the city of Montreal should send in the police. What's your position?
My position is that if we believe in municipalities, I'm the one who said in 2021 three things. We have a housing problem, we have a safety problem, and the city is dirty. You want to talk about it now? So what I'm saying is that I'm the one who put Hamas on the terrorist list. I don't have any respect for terrorist lovers. And at the end of the day, my summer camp should be better than having pictures with AK-47.
So what would you do as Premier of Quebec? What would you do?
Well, I would say to the municipalities, do your job.
Mm-hmm. So obviously, there are a lot of people in the current establishment of the Quebec Liberal Party that do not agree with a lot of your positions.
Give me names.
Well, I mean, they're just clearly on 96 and 21, the positions of the official positions of Marc Tanguay.
Because I said I'm a boomer, but at the end of it, I'm not the one who organized the Quiet Revolution who said that we should get rid of religion out of.
All I'm saying is that, for announcements like that, sometimes it happens that leadership candidates have active current caucus members. I didn't see those.
No, I won't do that, and I'll tell you why. Because first of all, today I announced, and why should I seek any support if I'm not a candidate? So it's all about respect. I spoke to them all. You would be surprised. But at the end of the day, they should take their time. They will see who's running, and we'll pick up from there. But
fair enough.
But you want a general who's from the trench?
Okay. But Denis, the only thing I'm getting to is officially, when I look at current official positions from the Quebec Liberal Party on 96, on 21, and on the third link, for example, in Quebec City, these are drastically different positions than yours.
Listen, we can't try to define me as well as you want. The reality is today, this is a leadership contest. This is not an election. And the people who were there were the people who knows better what's good for the party. Instead of trying to look like somebody else, you can be in the lounge as much as you want, but the name of the game is the kitchen. So at the end of the day, I'm respecting the caucus for what they're doing. When I'll be the leader, we will sit together and we'll pick it up from there.
How's your health?
Well, after 300 kilometers of walking, you should see my legs. I can't see my feet now.
All right, Denis. Thank you so much for taking the time this morning, and I wish you all the best for the race.
And don't forget to renew your membership card.
All right, take care. Take care. Thank you. So there you have it. New official leadership candidate for the leadership of the Quebec Liberal Party, Denis Coderre.